Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video, and we've got some really interesting XRP, Cardano, Chainlink news. Lots going on in the space that you must be kept up to date on and kept aware of, right? If I can spit my words out correctly. Look, I think that we could potentially see some decent price action, right? Before we start to see the significant pullback that we're talking about, right? So yeah, look, I think things are not looking too good, healthy in the financial spaces, not just crypto, stocks, property, other investment instruments. I think that there's struggling times ahead, but I think that we could see some decent bounce to the upside in the coming days. So look, really interesting stuff, but I don't want people to feel like we're hopping to and fro. I think we could see a little bit of price discovery, not massive amounts, but we're still expecting lower lows. So I just want people to understand that the market is moving, right? And there's various different things that are happening now. I think altcoins and stuff are gonna be struggling, but I've just got off the phone with a friend who's working in I guess the property sector, and normally works on a lot of the new home sites, right? And a lot of those are coming to a standstill. So there's an awful lot going on, and these things are normally followed by the Fed pivoting once something breaks, and an almighty crash. So we're going to see some fluctuations, some volatility in the market up until that pivot. We could see some upside, which could fool people into thinking that things aren't as bad as perhaps they are. So look, I just want people to be aware of this stuff. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you enjoy this sort of content and you wish to be kept up to date, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Let's get down to the desktop. So we're going to start here. I'm just going to close this down, make sure this is all the right size. I should have probably done this before going live. A little bit more. There we go. I think that's about right. Resize everything. So basically, we're here on CoinMarketCap. We are down 0.12% at the time of recording, down to $1.05 trillion total global market cap of crypto. Bitcoin at 26,583.78. It's been pretty sideways this weekend, but let's get into some of the headlines. We've got a couple mistakenly sent $10.5 million by crypto.com to face October plea hearing. We're looking at sentences of like 18 months of community corrections with a 6-month unpaid community work, while her husband obviously has this plea trial in October. I guess the moral of the story is, if you send money that isn't yours, don't go spend it, right? That's the moral of the story, and unfortunately they spent it, and that is rather concerning. We've got Cardano ADA celebrates 6th anniversary of Genesis block creation. Again, just milestones after milestones for Cardano's ADA at the moment. Super excited to watch how this project has been developing, and really excited for the bull market when eventually we get there. And it's interesting, I've seen a few people saying we're in a bear market again after they were in a bull market not so long ago. So it's great to see people catching up. We're seeing Benjamin Cohen now talking about altcoins potentially having struggles over the coming months. This is what we've been talking about a long time, right? I know that a lot of people perhaps don't like to hear it, don't want to hear it. It doesn't line up necessarily with everybody else and perhaps even your thoughts. But we've been pretty damn accurate this bear market, right? Like, we didn't talk too much about like other influences in the bull market, right? Like, it was easy to call shit when everything's always going up, and that is the bull market, right? And we're going to get that with the next iteration of people that come in being influencers, right? They're going to be like, you know, people are going to be in awe as if they're god or goddesses, right? And you know, when the bear market comes, these people are, you know, nowhere to be seen when things get a little bit challenging. And, you know, we saw that last bull run going into the bear market, people going on holidays and shit like that, when really their communities really needed them. And I do question why people are still following some of these people. But XRP developer unveils huge vision for the XRP fiat gateway. This is, you know, really going to help with true XRP adoption. And this is going to be a real boost with the grand vision for Fiat Gateway being unveiled like it is here. So, yeah, look, the on-ramp, off-ramp will basically turn into a compliant version of the XRP, well, the 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 was many years ago. So, look, I think that this stuff is really interesting. I'm going to drop it in our Discord for people to read through at their leisure. But yeah, look, you'll be able to send it, you know, with your IBAN details and so forth. So really interesting developments and stuff that I think people should be sort of delving into. We got former SEC attorney slams lack of crypto prosecutions for mind-boggling enforcement. And this is the thing I have touched on and, you know, spoke about the 11,000-year punishment of prison that, you know, one, you know, scammer got, right? And what we're seeing for Sam, like, it ain't going to be anywhere near that if he even serves any time. So hopefully, you know, we're going to start to see some decent enforcement. But at the moment, it is lackluster, and it's not good, and it's not going to stop people, you know, in the Western side of the world committing these crimes. If you want people to stop committing the crimes, make the punishment so severe that nobody would ever want that punishment, so they would never do the crime. Why Chainlink gaining whale attention was bad for synthetics. Really interesting article. I'm not really going to get into it here, but I am going to drop it in our Discord for you to read through at your leisure. What I would say is, you know, the part that interests me and the reason why I wanted to flag it on the video was whales are really interested in Chainlink, and Chainlink is going to do very, very well in the next bull run, in my opinion. It's a really interesting project, and some of the things that they're doing, like, is just on another level. So you've got to go do that research, go do your due diligence on Chainlink. I'm telling you now, like, and I don't do this that often, right? But when I do, people should, you know, listen. I'm going to say go do that research on Chainlink, because if you don't and you miss the boat, I think it's going to be one of those regrets that you live with for a very long time, right? So yeah, go check out Chainlink and look at what they're doing. It's mind-boggling to me how many people are not seeing what they're doing and have no idea. Former SEC official questions lack of the DOJ action in the crypto cases. Again, this is just touching on what we mentioned a moment ago. There needs to be so much more done. The lack of action from the US Department of Justice in relation to the crypto related cases, you know, it's just not there. And you can refer to Sam Bankman-Fried all you like, but I mean, he's probably the most like top headliner when it comes to these things. But there just hasn't been enough action. There hasn't been, you know, the groundwork put in to make everybody aware of what they should and shouldn't be doing. And I think there's a lot that needs to change in the US. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed today's video, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tap in that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.